Good afternoon and welcome to today's edition of The Buzz. It's Monday, the 5th of March, 2018. We're great to be here this lovely afternoon with a fresh episode of the show that keeps you updated of headlines according to social media. Alera is here as well. Good afternoon, Alera.
Good afternoon, Patience. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Fine.
All right. It is a beautiful Monday afternoon, and the program is The Buzz, a program that focuses on what's trending on social media.
That's right.
And I need to actually break this. One of our colleagues actually was just coming to work, and he said there's actually serious pandemonium around the corridor, whereby a BRT actually smashed some kids' heads. So I'm just hoping that the people of the force will be able to just get it put calm and peace around that area. Too sad.
Wow, that's a very sad one. Okay, I hope the authorities have heard that and they will do something timely about it. Ikorodu axis of Lagos State. All right, today on the show, we'll be taking you through what's trending on social media, especially over the weekend, and a spill up from last week into the weekend and into this new week. Remember that the show is quite interactive. You can interact with us on the program using all of our social media platforms.
Using the hashtag The Buzz on Facebook, www.facebook.com/GalaxyTV, and also on Twitter at official Galaxy TV, knowing that you can get to watch previous editions of the program via our YouTube channel that is Galaxy TV Nigeria.
And of course, you can also interact using via SMS rather through the number 07087407508. And remember, the number on the screen is for SMS only. Please do not call the number. All right, we're starting with an incident that's been ongoing for a while. Last week it sort of like culminated into a climax, and Nigerians are still talking about it. We're talking about the Nigeria Peace Corps. Last week, President Muhammadu Buhari withheld accent to the bill seeking to establish the Peace Corps. The president had cited security concerns and financial burden of funding the organization by the government as his reason for rejecting the bill. Now, a lot of incidences have followed, the breaking of this news, which we'll be getting into in the course of the show. But first, let's hear from the National Commandant of the Peace Corps of Nigeria. Let's hear what he has to say as to what the legal standing of the Corps really is. You're welcome back. All right, there you listen to the National Commandant for Nigeria Peace Corps, Dixon Accord, there making his case. And of course, this is the right time for us to introduce our panel for this afternoon. Of course, we have our regular Mondays. On Mondays, he's a publisher. He's a publisher of E247, an entertainment and lifestyle magazine. And he's also the founder of Flip TV, which is an online TV. And he's also a renowned journalist, Mr. Biodun Kukbolui. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for coming on the show. All right, joining us first time on the program here. He's a former commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs in Lagos State, and is currently a member representing Koshofe Federal Constituency at the House of Representatives, Honorable Rotimi Agunsoye. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Patience.
Thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure meeting you too. And of course, at the end of the table there, another Monday regular on the show. He is a popular public relations consultant, amongst other things, and also a social critic, Mr. Ikem Okuhu. Good afternoon, Mr. Ikem.
Thank you. Good
Thank
to be
you.
here again.
Thank you for joining us. All right, so we all heard the commandant for Peace Corps stating his case there, and I'm sure we've all been following the trend, ever since, the issues occurred last week. Now, in a recent development, the National Assembly has confirmed to newsmen that they would take decisive action to override the president's rejection of the Peace Corps bill, which they labored to pass sometime last year. Now, let's start from Mr. Kukbolui. The issue of the Peace Corps. Why is it that an association, or should I I call it an organization that has legal standing, is having trouble to get statutory recognition by the president?
Well, I want to say that while the National Assembly has the right to recall the bill, and of course, also exercise their own rule. I mean, the House of Rep can also use their own standing rule, while the Senate can deploy is Section 58, Subsection 5, the 9th Constitution, to recall and of course vote. As long as they have two-thirds majority, it can become law.
Okay.
But then, I want to ask this question: why are we duplicating agencies? Why are we duplicating functions? Now, Nigeria is going through a lot of troubles now, pains, financially, socially, politically. But some people are bent on creating more problems, by engaging, their cronies, their lackeys and boys, job for the boys, by creating the Peace Corps. Because I know that the Peace Corps function will reflect what the police is doing, what the national NSDC is doing. Well, at the local level, maybe what the Lagos State is doing,
LNSC
is doing. So all this, I say it's a multiplication of functions, and agencies.
Duplicity of efforts,
especially
yes.
now that we have a lot of problems to face with in Nigeria. And what really are the problems that you want Peace Corps to go and tackle? Are you telling me that Peace Corps will do better than the police, or they will do better than other security agencies? I know, yes, some people might argue that okay, to give more jobs, but at what expense? This is one of the reasons many people don't know that the National Assembly, in quote now, will insist that they want to add something, they want to patch the budget. And
to accommodate
things.
Yes,
like
yes.
to me, it's just another jamboree. It's like, I'm sorry to say, Honorable Agui is here. He's respected. He's noble. But then, I'm sorry. Sometimes I look at our National Assembly as a theater of absurd, because when pressing matters are supposed to be tackled, and looked into, they look into things that are not, actually, fundamental. What has Peace Corps got to do? Election is coming, so they can have people that will be loyal to them. Then they can relegate to the function of the
Okay, that's one way of looking at it. That's one way of looking at it.
Now, I need to bring in the Honorable into this discussion, because the reason in which the President actually declined about signing that particular bill was the Speaker of the House of Representatives, that's Yakubu Dogara, read the letter from the President, who cited security concerns and financial implications as part of the reasons for not signing the bill. So some other members, they actually believe that it's something in which a lot of youth are going to gain a lot of employment from. So why this?
Thank you, Alero. Before I even go into that, I want to say a very big thank you to my brother here, Mr. Akupoli, by, letting the world know that Lagos State is doing well in the area of security. Yeah. But if you go out of Lagos, yes, Lagos is mini Nigeria, but if you go out of Lagos, you'll find out that the security in other states is not too good, and that is the reason why we have been, clamoring for state policing and community policing
for more manpower.
In Lagos, we have neighborhood watchers and all that working, but I will tell you that the only way you can secure people well is to have security arrangements here and there, all over, until we have state policing or community policing. So the issue of what do we call it now? The one
that the President cited, the security concerns and financial
and
implications.
funding. I think funding is a critical.
Look, the truth is that it is good for us to have it. If we have that, here and there in our localities, they will be able to monitor those that are coming in and going out of the vicinities. Do you understand? That is the only way we can secure well. Go and ask people they kidnapped, or people, or the relations of the people they kidnapped. They will tell you that they normally see strange faces here and there. And if you don't know the terrain, you will not be able to secure.
Okay.
Okay,
All
Mr.
right.
Ikem has something to say.
Honorable, because if you were not so high up there, I would have tapped you and say, can I chip in something?
Okay.
Now is my time to chip this in.
Chip it in.
The idea that people like you in government, healthcare professionals, are pushing for something like family planning is so we can train, we can produce the number of children we can train. It's simple. It's not like population explosion. I mean, for the sake of explosion was prime. It's because a number of families will have 10, 12, 8 children. They can barely take care of 1 or 2. Now, is it not ironical? Is it not funny that a government that is propagating family planning at the level of family is producing institutions and agencies that it can't even afford to pay for? The other day I was reading in the papers, some 65 or so soldiers died in active service, and the military announced that they gave them 19 million naira to take home. And on a global scale, people are saying, wow, 19 million. But when you read down, you find out that each soldier's wife took home only 200,000 naira. If we have so much money to create a peace corps, when we have a civil defense that we have not even determined the difference between that and the police and the army, what is the peace corps coming to do? And sorry, sir, we are still putting this thing under the same federal government that can't even take care of the police, that can't even take care of the military, that can't even take care of civil service, that can't even do all these things. Instead of having these duplications, why don't we say police? We, between now and December, recruit 500 people.
Okay.
If we are not creating a state police, yes, make sure that these 500,000 people we are recruiting, 300,000 of them are within their states and local governments, but the command and control through the state commission of police to the national level, so they will have proper control of this thing.
Now, Mr. Ikem, can I butt in there? But having a Nigeria Peace Corps is in line with international best practice, isn't it? There's the American Peace Corps, there's a Canadian Peace Corps, there's a Peace Officers Commission in China, there's the Peace Corps, something of the Bangladesh, you know, like virtually every continent has got its own, yes.
There's a Peace Corps in Ghana, right? There is a South Africa.
You can't compare the work of the Peace Corps to that of the police.
Okay,
You can't.
No, so what is their function?
I mean, it's to secure the community.
What is the function of the police?
All right,
have they been able to actually the police guys, have they been able to secure the environment properly? That's like in your area. No,
in a situation where
400,000 policemen, over 180,000 are guarding VIPs. We have only 220,000 guarding the rest of us. Give them numbers. Give them more policemen.
All right, Honorable, I think you should answer this question.
Let me tell you.
Amotosha from Ilorin is asking, good morning, please, what are the functions of Peace Corps, to start with?
That is what we are talking about.
Okay.
I mean, they are to secure the community.
At the local level.
Local level.
Yes.
That is their work. Unlike the police, they are to secure. For example, when you bring police from Sokoto to come and secure Lagos, they don't know the terrain. But this Peace Corps, they know where to go. They will put them at their own locality.
But how is that different from the function of the local vigilante?
Because we have the Oyabo, we have the OPC guys that still secure your areas, even if you have policemen.
If they are saying,
that's
sorry,
true.
sir, if they are saying, Honorable Sir,
Yes, sir.
that we are, sorry, this is our own parliament.
No, let's go.
If we are saying that we are now legitimizing vigilantes,
Yeah.
then I think what you guys should do
is to expedite the creation of state police, so that they can now, and then we can now streamline the constitution, divide up the function, so that we know that this is where the federal police are coming in, this is where the local, the cap, the peace, like the normal sheriffs and the other policemen in the US invite FBI when the matter reaches a certain level. But when you have a civil defense and the police and the peace corps, I remember there are some other funny people somewhere in Badagry crying for merchant navy.
All right, let's allow the honorable chip in
let
now.
me
All right,
tell you this. Right now we have so much problems at hand to cope with, and you cannot blame the present government for it, though government is a continuum. You see, the problems we met on ground, enormous, and we'll have to solve this problem one after the other. I can't blame you for what you are saying. The primary role of government in governance is to secure the people and to look after the welfare of the people. So if things are not going on well, I mean, I can't blame the people, but the truth of the matter is that even the police that we are talking about, they are not well kept. In a situation where you want the police to go and get themselves uniform and kill themselves, do you think that will work? It won't work, but that is what we met on ground, and the present government is really working on that.
Okay.
Honorable sir,
Yes.
I want to really say this. If I were in your shoes and your colleagues, what I would do is this: I would look at where the police have deficiencies, help them to grow, empower them, and then allow them to recruit people that will take care of that problem that you want
You see,
peace to
recruiting is not the first thing. The first thing to do is to ensure that we have state policing.
That is, that is another.
What has happened that he has agreed with us
we need
that this peace corps is superfluous. We don't need it now. We need state police.
With this present situation in the country, we need peace corps.
Okay.
I am telling you.
All right. This is still an.
You are enjoying in Lagos because Lagos is being secured well by the governor. Go to other states and see what is happening there.
I'm not disputing that. What we are saying is this. That we don't need a duplication of these existing
security agencies.
Structures we have. We're creating more structures.
Okay, all right.
Let's laying foundations of buildings.
Let's go to our feedback platform.
Recall this yellow fever. At the point in time, they were under the police. Remember?
Yes.
And they still work in tandem. So why can't we just empower the police to create,
Okay.
a department?
Okay, let's go to our feedback platform. Razak Akoni sent this one in and says, if all our federal reps are close to their people like Agusoye, we don't need Peace Corps because it's a waste of money. All right, this other one says, if Peace Corps is passed, there will be heads of this security agency and they will 10 as much as probably. Anyways, he's asking who will pay for this. When salaries in the civil service is being owed, you now want to create more problems. I don't agree. Chris,
that is where the
from
and the
Lagos.
Because
Ogbeni Wilson from Lagos says, Peace Corps or no Peace Corps, Nigeria will always remain Nigeria. What we need is good government. Okay. All right. This is still an unfolding event because of the latest stance by the National Assembly. We'll see how it goes. But last week, when the news broke that the president did not assent to the bill, this is what happened in Gombe State. Yes, a Peace Corps member actually fainted and he had to be,
I guess that was their boss, that was their commandant there.
he had to be revived, and when he woke up, all he could say was to shout the president's name over and over and over. I think the shock got. Let's check out the video. Let's see the video. Yeah, let's see the
Wait, come down. Zuba mai ruwa kai ya tashi ya farfado. Ya farfado. Zuba ka zuba ya farfado sosai gaba da yawa. Juya masa. Zuba. Buhari pay mun maka. What do you do, Buhari? Sorry.